After the war ended, both nations diligently exchanged envoys, searching for a new peace system. The emperor of the Song dynasty instructed his envoys to closely observe Vietnam's situation. La Hoan took advantage of this. When Song envoys came, he gathered large numbers of troops to show off Vietnam's military power. In another instance, when he hosted an envoy, La Hoan went into the river himself and caught fish with a spear. Every time the king caught a fish, his officials on the riverbank cheered, creating a comical scene. One day, Song envoys heard commotion outside their lodging. When they went out to check, they saw Vietnamese people carrying a giant snake as a gift, suggesting they cook and eat it. The envoys were horrified. This was not because the Vietnamese were ignorant of Chinese culture, but was deliberate on La Hoan's part. La Hoan rejected the envoys' demand to kneel while receiving the emperor's edict, stating cultural differences and refusing to follow the tributary etiquette. This marked a clear boundary that Vietnam's tributary relationship did not signify subjugation. Years later, La Hoan passed away, and his fifth son, La Long Din, killed his siblings to ascend the throne. La Long Din was a mentally unstable man who took pleasure in killing people. His reign was a period of fear. When he eventually died, the military, nobility, and Buddhist leaders, exhausted from the terror, decided to abolish the La Dynasty. They crowned Lý Thường Kiệt, the royal guard commander and La Hoan's son-in-law, as the new emperor. As Emperor Lý Taizu, he founded the Lý Dynasty, Vietnam's first long-lasting royal dynasty, ushering in prosperity. Despite weak royal authority, Lý Taizu worked diligently. His son, Lý Tai Tong, solidified power through a successful military campaign. His successor, Lý Thanh Tong, expanded Vietnam southward by conquering Campa, strengthening the monarchy. When Lý Thanh Tong passed away, the 7-year-old crown prince became king without any upheaval. The young king's mother acted as regent, but key policies were decided by General Lý Thường Kiệt. Unlike many power holders, Lý Thường Kiệt remained loyal to the nation and the monarchy. Meanwhile, the Song dynasty was in trouble. It had to pay huge annual tributes to the Liao and Western Xia, and the decline of independent farmers led to a weakening of the economy. At this time, a key figure emerged, Wang Ungshi. His reforms helped the Song dynasty recover some of its strength. However, this recovery also sparked a desire for expansion. Border officials exaggerated reports, claiming Vietnam had a child king and had suffered heavy losses in its Campa campaign. Wang Ungshi was keenly interested in Vietnam's economic potential, and the young Song Emperor Shenzong ordered its conquest. The Song began constructing warships, conscripting young men, and training forces across southern China. To maintain secrecy, border crossings into Vietnam were banned. For Vietnam, understanding China's movements was a matter of survival. Vietnamese spies infiltrated Song territory, reporting that troops and supplies were amassing near the border, signaling an imminent invasion. General Lý Thường Kiệt contemplated his next move. Realizing war was inevitable, he decided to strike preemptively, weakening the enemy's power through surprise attacks. He reported to the Empress Dowager, suggesting that destroying Song's military supplies could ensure Vietnam's future defense. Though hesitant, she trusted his judgment. The court, however, strongly opposed the plan, arguing it could lead to Vietnam's destruction. Despite this, Lý Thường Kiệt used his authority to suppress opposition and initiated the attack. With a well-trained 100,000-strong army, he moved forward. The Vietnamese army advanced toward Yongzhou, modern-day Nanning, via 3 routes. The Song, surprised by the attack, quickly gathered their border forces to block them. However, this land attack was a trick. Lý Thường Kiệt led the main force on ships, bypassing the land defenses, and landed at Yongzhou, capturing the city. He then took Huzhou and continued north to strike behind the Song forces. Yongzhou was eventually surrounded. As a key southern city of the Song, it mounted strong resistance, desperately requesting reinforcements from nearby cities. Yet, other cities were too busy preparing to defend themselves, worried Vietnam might attack them too. Though the Song court sent reinforcements, Vietnamese ambushes forced their retreat. The Song slow administration couldn't quickly mobilize a large enough force to repel the invaders. After 40 days, Yongzhou fell. The Vietnamese looted the city, destroyed stockpiled military supplies, and took thousands of soldiers and civilians as prisoners before retreating. This marked Vietnam's first and only invasion of Chinese territory in its history.